As a fan of the manga, how they ended this episode, literally moments before one of my favorite scenes, cliffhanger. Now, I'm an avid supporter of cliffhangers, and even though I know what's coming, I'm just like, I had a feeling that it'd be episode 12 and chapter 50 would actually get animated, but I'm a little salty there. But this episode of Attack on Titan, you know, I've been seeing some reactions, people saying, I never knew Erwin had it in him, he's a madman. That's him in a nutshell. This guy is willing to take the ultimate risk to get the job done, and you saw some of that in season 1. With the forest and just some of the things that they tried with Annie inside the capital there, and that's why all of the military police are like, what the hell is with you, why do you think you're above the law, kind of a thing. So the fact that he more or less uses Titans to intercept Reiner and Bertolt as they are escaping because they assume that they can't outrun them, based on the fact that they're closing in on them, due to the fact that Ymir went back to get Historia, they are screwed, and this is exactly what Reiner said. If we get chased down, if they catch up to us, if Titans intercepts us, we're screwed, we can't deal with them. And this is exactly what happens. And I think the way, just the overall cinematography in this episode in particular, I think is great. Just the shot compositions, it's good. You just have a clear idea on how every single character is feeling, even when they're not, like, actually speaking. People like Eren, because his mouth is literally gagged. You have an idea of how everyone's feeling. Mikasa's just rage of that she could lose her only family. The one that she has left in a moment's notice if she messes up again, or if any of them messes up, and she's willing to take out any of her friends' lives if it means that she can save Eren, because at this point, she's done caring. And all of these characters have this resolved, either because A, Eren is the ultimate weapon that they need to secure humanity's future, or they just love Eren as a friend, or in the case of Mikasa, a bit more than that. But my favorite part of the entire episode is not the Erwin stuff when he gets his arm cut off or things like that. It's when they all land on Reiner, and Reiner is holding his neck because he has Bertolt and Eren on his neck, and he's shielding them, so he can't swat them away, because as soon as he does that, Mikasa or one of the other very skilled soldier could immediately swoop in, either kill Bertolt or take them both. So he can't. He has to just keep running, and they've already convinced Ymir to not attack because of Historia. So literally, all they can do is run, and they have all these soldiers, and it's this conversation, and you can see when Bertolt says, you know, we never wanted this. We are hated. The only time we had a shred of dignity is when we were playing soldier. Everything else, we don't want to do this. We didn't want to kick down the wall. Everything that's happening here, and you can really see they don't want this life, but they have no choice. But it's Armin. Armin the madman, because he's a genius. Like, he's literally a genius. And he thinks, he's like, there's gotta be some way to stop them. And then he remembers back to all the times that they cared for Annie, and the fact that he can use that, say, we've been torturing her. You haven't heard? Oh yeah, we are torturing her hard. She is screaming, but we're not gonna kill her. We're gonna slice her up, because they won't abandon Annie if they think that's true. And I love how he does that to then the whole, like, just the overall rescue. I think it's amazing. Erwin, obviously, like, I mean, the guy is willing to put his life and everyone's life on the line for whatever is best for humanity, and that shit gets jobs done, I will say that. But just the overall, just the feels. Like, honestly, like, it's such a cheap way to actually describe it, but it is the feels from just every character, from the antagonist side with Reiner and Bertolt, with Eren's rage of like, why the hell does this have to happen? I can't do anything. Everyone is dying probably because I just can't fight them. We have Mikasa just scared she's going to lose her only piece of family. Everything about it, just visually, I just love the shot composition. This was on point this episode. I mean, I am so excited for next week. Final episode, one of my favorite chapters. It's emotional. Like, this is what I really like about this arc, is it really starts to show you, like, this isn't all they got here. Like, this type of just emotional pull is present next arc and the arc after. It just keeps building on that, and this is why I really like Attack on Titan, because the characters that maybe in season 1 you were thinking were more of a sideline character, you're seeing now they aren't just throwaway characters. People like Reiner, people like Erwin, everyone has major importance if they live long enough, kind of a thing. And Isayama, after pretty much the season 1 content, stopped killing off people willy-nilly, and actually has given people actually time to develop, and you're starting to see it with season 2. This episode was good. This episode was really good. The ending with the reveal that the Titan that is about to eat Mikasa and Eren is the Titan that ate Eren's mom in season 1. Yeah, next week's episode's gonna be pretty good. I'll leave it at that. But this episode, good. It's really good. But I gotta know, for people who are anime onlys, what did you think of this episode? Were you just like, holy hell, I did not see some of this coming? Did you predict some of this? What did you think of just them all getting on top of Reiner? He can't do anything because Ymir has agreed to not attack because of his story, and he can't move his arms because he's literally shielding the most important aspect and just piece of property that they have right now. And if it's not for them, because I think some people are probably going to argue that he could easily just swat away, but as soon as he does that, they're screwed. We know Mikasa's skill level is on par or very close to Levi's. She's fast. Like, she could easily, like, one wrong move, so they can't take that risk. So I think if anyone who's trying to say that, which I feel like that's going to happen for anime onlys, or maybe even some manga readers too, that should at least kind of die down that kind of criticism, because he literally can't move. It's impossible. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below for the anime originals for manga readers like myself. How did you enjoy this episode, and how hyped are you for next week's episode? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and before you leave, smack that like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.